Hey everyone. Hello. They took off my Monkey Effing Rocks, so I'm no longer Monkey Effing Rocks. I'm Taylor. In case you didn't know my name's Taylor. I feel like I should be doing a video. I have no idea why I've had this urge to do a video. Maybe it's because I'm home alone and I just have this urge to talk because I've been not really doing anything today, so I just have this urge to talk to you guys. I was asking some of my Twitter followers what I should talk about. No one really gave me anything, and one of my friends, he was like, well, what's on your mind? And I'm like, well, being single is what's on my mind right now. That's exactly what's on my mind. So I guess I'll talk about being single. Is that cool with y'all? Y'all can't really reply, so I guess I'll talk about being single. Hold that thought. Don't judge me. I don't know. I've been single since September. It's now January. It's almost been, let me see, September, October, November, December, January. It's almost been 4 months now. And I've been single, but this weird, I'm trying to get people to occupy my time type thing. I don't know. It's awkward because I haven't really been single before, not in the time that I can really remember. I mean, I was single, you know, my sophomore, junior year of high school, but then once I got in a relationship my junior year, it was like after that relationship, it was not 3 months before I had another relationship, and then after that one, it was, you know, again and again and again and again. And my last relationship I just got out of was 2 years, and that was the realest relationship I've ever been in. It was a real adult relationship, which is some crazy shit to me. Like, I never thought I would have one of those, but I did, and it was insane. It was like, I don't know. It was like, you know, I'm hanging out with his family, he's hanging out with my family, spending the night at each other's house, cooking dinner for each other, grocery shopping together, helping each other out, him helping me out on my bills. But, you know, finances are shared. I mean, we didn't live together or anything, but it was like, it was still really real. Real arguments, real issues, like traveling. We were traveling together, you know, taking pictures, all kinds of stuff. It was a real ass relationship, and I'm just like, I really did that. I feel like that was one of my big marks, one of my big milestones into womanhood, is having a real adult, no, you know, sneaking around high school type relationships, you know. It's just crazy because it's like, I know y'all heard me talk about him in other videos before. It's just crazy because, you know, it's real love. And I mean, not to say that my previous relationships weren't real love, because I had some real love in my previous relationships. Like, I lie. I had a sample of an adult relationship my freshman year of college, but it was long distance, and it was very difficult. It was very difficult because it was long distance. He was in Rock Hill, I was in Greensboro. I mean, I am in Greensboro, but, you know, he was in Rock Hill, and it was just like, it's just crazy because I keep looking at myself and not the camera, and I should be looking at the camera, but it's really difficult to just look at you guys because I don't like eye contact. It's just crazy because it's like, I guess I had a real relationship my freshman year of college, and it started out of some negative shit. Like, I was a fucked up person. I am a fucked up person, just so y'all know. I mean, I was a fucked up person, and then I became this person that I am. Like, I like who I am now, but there's still some fucked up things about me. Like, I figured out recently why I was such a horrible person, like why I was a horrible friend before. Like, and I realized, like, in my stride, this is a tangent, in my strides to be a great friend to the people that I call my best friends now, the people that I consider my family now, is like I had to realize and go back and tap into, like, okay, these are the things I did as a friend in my previous friendships, and I was fucked up. Like, I would drop people. Like, I would be friends with someone, and once they crossed me, once they, you know, showed me, here's a flash of this is a flash of a negative part of me that could show me you're not going to be down for me, I would be like, well, if you're not down for me, then there's no reason for me to keep you here, so bye. And I didn't realize how fucked up that was, because there was this whole thing last year where, you know, my close friend circle, we lost a friend. One of my friends is like, yo, I don't understand how they could just stop being friends with, we've been friends with them for a couple of years now, and they just stopped being friends with us. They just ended the friendship. It was, and they can't give us a good reason. And I'm like, they have their reasons. We may not agree with it, but they have their reasons, and I can understand. I think it's a water sign, fire sign, you know, it's I believe in some of this stuff from the signs. Granted, I don't get into the daily horoscope thing, because I'll read that at the end of my day, because I don't want to read a horoscope at the beginning of the day and then live by it because I read it earlier, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I have a lot of stuff that's really weighing heavy on my heart, and if at this point, it's what, 6 minutes in, almost 7 minutes in, if you don't want to hear this shit, then just click out. I understand, because hell, depending on who it is, who I'm watching, I wouldn't want to hear this shit either. But, like, I don't know, man, it's like with water signs and earth signs, well, water signs mainly, because that's who I have the most experience with. Water signs, they feel so deeply. My ex is a water sign. My recent ex is a water sign, and that was one of the big things, is like they have such deep feelings, and I thought I was emotional. I thought I was a deep feeler, but I'm not a deep person. Like, what you see is what you get. Like, everything for me is surface. It's like, I do have deep emotions, and I do have things that are deep within me, but it's like, this is it. It's like, if I'm sad, I'm gonna cry. There it is. It's either I can hold on to it and be mad for a few days, or I can let it go. Now, certain things I've been through, I've held on to, and it's hard for me to let go of them because it hurts so bad. Now, when you hurt me deeply, that's when my feelings become deep. But if it's just like, you know, day-to-day pain stuff, then I'm just like, let me get my cry on and then keep moving, because I'm emotional, but I'm not a deep feeler, you know what I'm saying? And so with being in my friendships, like my friendships, I held them to, friendship was important to me. Friendship was important to me before. I mean, that's why two of my best friends now that I've been friends with since high school, that's why we're best friends still to this day. Because it's like, friendship is important to me, but I need somebody by my side that's going to ride for me. And those two girls, those two women have shown me they're going to ride for me. No matter what. I love you bitches. I love you. Hey, what's up? They're not going to watch this. But, they showed me they will ride for me. And one of them, we started out not liking each other. We didn't like each other at all. But because we realized why we didn't like each other, and it was over some petty, dumb shit, we were like, wait a minute, you a down bitch. And it was like, we're good. We're good. Then, I mean, I don't know. I'm ranting. This is a lot of... Oh, this is already about to be 10 minutes. Fuck. Just hang out with me. Hang out with me. I don't know. It's like, what am I saying? I don't know. It's like, with my friends, those two girls have been down for me since middle high school, you know what I'm saying? And we've had our issues, but we have a system of working those things out. And it's like, after getting with my newest friends, I realized that friendship is deeper than, you know, we're girls, we go out together, we, you know, sit down. It's deeper than, you know, the typical TV type shit. You know, it's more than just, you know, we get ready to go out together, we have fun. You know, when we're sad, we sit and watch sad movies, we sit and watch movies together and cry and eat ice cream and shit. It's deeper than that. It's like, you got to put in work, because people go through things. Now that we're adults, it's like, you go through adult shit. And so it's like, you have to be there for each other. And some people, it's like, you're there for them, and you think that what you're doing is good enough, but it's not, because everybody isn't like you. And so what someone would do to be there for you that you will require is not the same for someone else. And I had to learn that, because sometimes what I do in what I consider being there for someone isn't good enough. I have to go a little deeper if I really love that person. And that's what I had to learn with my friends. And it's like, it's shown me that being friends with water signs, Cancers and Pisces, all right, I realized that friendship is deeper than, you know, this is my girl. It's much deeper than that. It's time, it's work, it's emotions, it's everything. It's like really being down for each other. And I had to learn that. And so now I'm like, I can't just be that person I was, where I'm like, oh, you show me you're not down, we have an issue, I'm gonna drop you. It's not like that. And part of the reason why I would do that is because I hate confrontation. And so it's like, if I'm at a point where I feel like this is going to be an argument between us, I feel like there's going to be an argument between us, then I'm not gonna, I'm like, I don't, either I can hold on to this and try to see if it'll blow over, and then that always ends up making me more angry because I'm not talking about the situation, or I can confront the situation. And usually once I get to a point where I'm ready to confront a situation, I have so much built up tension that I say things that hurt. I hurt. And I had to realize that shit's not cool. Shit's not okay. It's not. I mean, that's how I operate, and I hate that that's how I operate. It's like being a Libra, it just makes it hard to really want to say things to people, because it's like, when I have an issue, that ties back to my past relationship. It was like, there were things that bothered me, but I didn't say it. I didn't say it to the end. And then things ended because I held on to everything. And I didn't let them know that, okay, you just did this today and it hurt me today, so that I could let go of it tomorrow. I just held on to it. I held on to it, and I fucked up by doing that. I fucked up. It's like, I don't do New Year's resolutions anymore, because I think that's some bullshit. It's like, this is what you're working on should be what you're working on, regardless of what time of year it is. If you're working on yourself, you need to work on yourself, period. You don't need a fucking New Year to tell you when to work on yourself. I've been working on myself since I got to college. I've been working on myself. I'm a better person now than I was before. It may not sound like it right now, because I'm being blunt as shit, but I'm a better person than I was before, because I've been working on myself. And it's like, I'm fucked up, y'all. I mean, I'm a good person, but at the same time, there are a lot of fucked up parts of me that I can keep in check, because I've grown. And it's like, I have to learn, one of the big things I have to learn to do is, you know, correct situations before they become issues. I don't want things to develop from a situation to an issue. And I need to correct it. I need to nip it in the bud. I need to check it when the fuck it happens. And I mean, that's real. Like, that's real shit. And look, if I have any advice, it'll be check situations when they happen. If your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your partner, whatever you want to call your significant other, if your significant other does some shit that bothers you, they say something that just like, that hurt a little bit. That hurt a little bit. You were rude right there. You need to say something right then. You're like, wait a minute. I don't like the way you said that. You need to go back and try that again or something like that. I mean, you don't have to be rude about it, but it's just like the way you just said that, I didn't like it. That hurt my feelings. Instead of being like, oh, okay, smiling, and then like end up thinking about it later, you laying in bed with him that night and you're like, okay, now my heart is racing because, you know, this person that I'm laying beside that I love so much said something that hurt me, even though they said they would never hurt me. And that's the dumbest shit. Oh my God, that statement when you get into a relationship with someone is the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard in my life. Telling someone, I'm never gonna hurt you. I would never hurt you. That's a lie. If you love someone, you're gonna hurt them. They're gonna hurt you. Period. When you love someone and they're this close, it's like when they're this close to your heart, they're this close. Y'all's hearts are like this. That means your heart is vulnerable. Period. Your heart is vulnerable. So anything they do, because people fuck up. We all fuck up. We all make mistakes. So whatever they do that's painful, if they're hurt that day because of something that may not even have to do with you, they're hurt that day, they might take it out on you. And because y'all hearts are like this, it's going to hurt more because that's the person you love. You guys have opened your hearts to each other. And so they do some shit. You're going to do some shit. It's going to hurt. And to think that it won't is retarded. No offense. I'm sorry about using that word. It's stupid. Cookout. Shout out to Cookout. Good food all the time. What else? I guess getting back to this single thing, I need to learn how to do it. Because I don't know how to be by myself. Like I'm making this video now to be in my own company. Because I don't know how to be by myself. So I want to share my loneliness with you all. I guess I should write a poem about that. It's weird. It's weird being in this place, man. It's real weird. Because, I mean, at least... Oh, God. Nope. I'm not going to do it. At least when I was by myself and single in high school, my dad was there. I had my dad. My stepdad. My dad. And it's like, he was there for me. And he loved me. He loves me. And, you know, whenever I would go through breakups in high school... He's the one I'm crying on. He's the one I'm going to for my problems. He's the one I can, when I don't have a guy to talk on the phone with for hours, me and my dad can sit in the kitchen and talk for hours. And it's like, I thank God. I thank God that my mom married my stepdad. I thank God for that all the time. Because if it wasn't for him, I would be reckless. I would be a reckless person. Y'all don't even know. I wouldn't have gotten through high school. I wouldn't be the person I am now. I wouldn't have waited to have sex till college. Like, one of the best, and I suggest this for anybody that has a kid, that plans on having kids. Don't preach abstinence in a different way. Don't do it like, don't have sex, you can't have sex in my house, don't bring no boys, don't bring no girls in my house, don't be getting no girls pregnant, because that's just going to push them to have sex. We all know this. We all know this. The people that had sex early is either one, because they had no one telling them anything about sex at all, or they had someone pushing them to not have sex, which thus pushed them to have sex. Because my dad told me, he said, he was straight up with me. When we had the sex talk, he was straight up with me. He was like, look, Tay, I'm not going to be around you all the time. I can't watch you 24/7. There's a lot, you spend a lot of time not in my face. So I can't control what you're doing. All I can ask is that if you think you're going to get ready to have sex, if you think you're getting to that point where you're ready to have sex, talk to one of the women in your family. Ask them about birth control. See what they can do about putting you on some type of birth control so that you won't get pregnant. And two, if it's a heat of the moment type thing or whatever, don't have sex without a condom. If there's no condom, there's no sex. Nothing less than that. Don't just have sex with anybody, because that's how you end up with diseases and pregnant. That's how you end up with a disease, and that's how you end up with a child. So don't be stupid. All I'm asking is that you're smart about it. I mean, that's not exactly how he said it, but that's what kept me from having sex, because I'm like, my dad trusts me. And plus, shit hurts. That first time is painful. And so it's like, and I didn't know I was doing no way as a kid. Had I had sex when I was in high school, I would have been clueless, because I wouldn't have known what I was doing. I would have been like, is this how this works? And then I would have resented sex because I didn't know what I was doing. Granted, by the first time I had sex, it wasn't like, the most mind-blowing thing in the world. It was, it was first time sex. It was not painful. It wasn't with somebody that was special to me or whatever. It was random and pointless, honestly. I mean, no offense to you if you're watching this, but that's real. So, I don't know how I got from single. I went from single to friendships to parenting to sex. Y'all, I don't know. It's 22 minutes now, and I still have so much I want to talk about, and I don't know why. I just want to run my mouth. But I'm going to stop. If I feel the need later, I'll just make a second video. Yeah, that's my rant for right now. Check out Cookout. It's freaking delicious. And cheap. It's very cheap and delicious. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. If you do have New Year's resolutions, I'm not knocking New Year's resolutions, but you shouldn't wait till the new year to start working on yourself. You should be working on yourself all the time, so you could be a better person, so you could be a better citizen to society. Love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.